NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Yellow, yellow.
Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On second down, it's Williams. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. But with Damian Williams, it's notable that the Chiefs didn't make a play to go after a big-time running back in the offseason. The coaching staff said back in May they didn't want running back by committee. They trusted Williams to be their starter. You remember last year he was forced into the starting role the final 3 games of the season due to attrition, and he really excelled. And then he was excellent in the playoffs against the Colts and Patriots. Strong indicator that he was ready to be the bell cow. Mahomes going to throw. Flush to his right. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play and gave up a bigger one instead.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. He was looking for Watkins that time. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. On the run, this is Hunt. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Hey, we're good, we're good. You ready? Go. 7:34. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number Bravo. 53. Coming to you. 53.
From the 45 on second down. Carr. And this will be caught. Tyrell Williams. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Down. 185. Hey, man. Check 53.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Jordan Lewis right there on the coverage.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
53, check 53.
Hey, 734.
Five. Mike, 53.
637.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
At the 26-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Mahomes to throw. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 27-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Here's Hunt. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Monday, down. 180.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I'm here all day.
93. 93. Express.
Check 53. Too low, Jeff. Hey. Out. Jack.
Hey, Raider 2.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that will be incomplete.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Check.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Express.
From the gun, it's Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Chris Jones in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
No, it's nothing. Switch.
694.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. For these Raiders and quarterback Derek Carr, the Chiefs, they have been their kryptonite in the AFC West. With Derek Carr as a starter, just 2-8 against KC, 2-6 before Mahomes became the starter. Well, the road not likely to get any easier anytime soon.
Express. You're mine.
To throw on third down. Carr. Complete to Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check safety, check safety. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Shotgun now for Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Stop.
SOS. Wide, get wide. Right there.
Raider 1.
Go. Check 99.
Express.
58, right over there.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
You.
29.
58, Mike.
Express.
58 to Mike.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's going to air one out. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Darren Waller, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is, his first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and that'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
I'm coming for you, son.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes got his man there complete to Gallup. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Now, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. Fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. And the safety, Carl Joseph, there to knock that one away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. I got you, I got you. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. Get this. You're all mine. Easy, kill, kill. Fresno. Hey, check 20.
Carnell on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got a man complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Tyrell Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That's fielded in the end zone.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now Mahomes going to get this one to Hill. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Mahomes now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Showing up, showing up.
Hey, red light.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Demarcus Robinson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Emmanuel Ogbah able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Hey, Alpha. White Monday. We got this. General West.
Rush in. Check nickel.
Here's Carr to throw. Going for the deep ball. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Express. Reset. 24 is the mark. I got it. We're doing it.
Operating from the gun, Carr. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll run again with Hunt. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
To throw, it's Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
brings up second and 11.
And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there, pick up the first down.
Hey, we're good, we're good. You ready? Later, 9.
53's the mic. 53's the mic.
Here we go, here we go. Shoot. Hey, shoot. 93.
Carr now on first down. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They run right side with Hunt. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Express.
53's the mic.
29. 29.
From the gun, Carr. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 26. Like Antonio Brown, Tyrell Williams came to the Raiders in March. Came up the coast from L.A., where he caught 41 balls last year with the Chargers. His best year was 2016 when the Chargers were still in San Diego. Over 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns, and the Raiders really have high hopes for this 27-year-old receiver. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Express.
51's the mic. Yeah, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Here's Carr. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He finds Robinson. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
6-man. Check.
Now Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 27-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Mahomes now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
That's what I'm talking about.
And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
36.
To try again after the sack. Mahomes being chased out left. Gets this one to Hill. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
I got you, Pop. Sponge. No.
Check nine. Attack. You gotta go. Right side.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1, escaping the pressure right. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. The open man here, Renfro. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They'll run on first down. Hunt. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, we're good. 49,
guys. Mike, 49.
Express. Hey, check.
49.
White.
Watch the backer.
Move that down.
To throw his Carr. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. From the corner, it was Kendall Fuller with a sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Check. You got tape right there. Watch twist. Watch safety green.
Right Monday down.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. That's going to be caught by Williams for a Raiders touchdown. Tyrell Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Raiders get a score closer. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point safely through, and that will make this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Watch the screen. Express. 24 is the mic. Set the tone. Defense 34. Defense, let's go.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era. We think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
All day, dog. .24 is the mic. Bandit. Bandit.
From the 29, Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
24 is the mic. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
First down, Raiders.
Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
637. Hey, exit.
49, guys. Mike, 49. I hope you put it on.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Express. Motion to backfield. Motion to the backfield.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score.
Watch his slant. Watch his slant.
Looking to throw again on second down. Carr, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah able to record his 5th sack of the season.
93. Hey, hold it.
24 is the mic. I don't think you...
Throwing on 3rd and long. Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off right around the 43. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
You better be afraid of me.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Nevin Lawson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. Just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. On 2nd and 11 now. Carr, he's going to let it fly. And got his man complete. The 30. Past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Tyrell Williams, 93 yards. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go. Let's go.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
All day. All day.
The The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
He's checking. Kill.
One final try now for Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the rookie from UVA, Juan Thornhill. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow. And for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game. And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour. And something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free,